Welcome to Altcoin Scanner for a second video, and as you can see today, the Bitcoin is positive by 2.5%, and as a result the map is mostly green, some green everywhere, so that is really good. Before we go further, I will just make a summary of what we're going to talk about today. So today we'll have a brief look at the market and especially the Bitcoin, and then we will review the three altcoins, FIO, MHC, and OG that we discussed last week, and we will also introduce three new little gems that we found and that look really interesting from a chart perspective. So let's have a look first at our indicator that we looked at last week. If you remember, Bitcoin was standing around here at 110% last week, and now Bitcoin is down and is showing a 68% performance over the last 90 days, which shows us that a certain number of altcoins have been outperforming the Bitcoin, and more than a few days ago. If we look at that index, we see here 88. That means that currently amongst the top 50 altcoins, so the top altcoins with the biggest market cap, 88% of them are outperforming the Bitcoin, meaning having a better performance. And you can see that clearly here. So now let's have a look at the Bitcoin itself from a chart perspective. And remember last week, guys, so we were at that point and we were unsure about the next move. So now we can notice that we've been consolidating for the past 7-8 days, and we are currently here. We can absolutely go up, but we can also go down and hit the bottom of the upward trend line, which will allow us possibly to bounce back and break the new ATH and reach some new levels. So now let's have a quick look at FIO that we suggested last week, and if you remember well, and if you don't, you can still check in the video that we posted last week. So I suggested FIO when it was at 0.32 cents of a dollar, 0.322 if I remember well. So let's have a look at how we've performed since, and it is pretty good. So we did a video on the 1st of April and 32. Let's do something around here, and we can see that we've performing. We did 66% in 6 days. So 66% in 6 days, guys, this is pretty good, and I am convinced this coin is gonna keep going up. I will not necessarily suggest you to buy you here, because it is never really advised to buy on the top. The only issue here is with FIO, this is a really powerful one, and we never know when the top is. So I hope that you had the opportunity to buy it here when we suggested it. Otherwise, if you haven't, keep an eye on it. If there is a correction, then there will be another potential buying point. So with regard with Meta Hash that I recommended when it was at 0.027 cents, it's been performing quite well, especially at the beginning. It's been up quite consistently, and now has been slightly coming down. And this one again, as you can see, this is absolutely normal, and this is how this guy likes to evolve. Let's just have a quick look from a performance. 0.27, yeah, that'll be around about there. Okay, and so now we can see that we did a 40% performance within 1 day, which is quite crazy if you think about it. And so now we've been decreasing a bit consistently to around about 18.6 performance within a few days, which is good. So let's keep monitoring this one. I am convinced it will keep going up, but that was just to have a quick view at it. And the other one I suggested was OG. Sorry about that. And OG has been, as you can see, is been pretty much stable since we talked about it. But once again, let's keep an eye on this one. This one is more, I believe, for a long-term perspective, but a good long-term. So when I say long-term, a matter of few months. But within those few months, I expect the value to double, maybe triple, or even more. Who knows? Icon I'd like to review with you today is the Scale Network, name code SKL, rank 138, and market cap slightly under $500 million. So you'll notice it's not a very small one. It's been launched in November 2020, so it's quite a recent project, but already with quite a massive market cap, meaning that there are some people believing in that project. And so to sum up that crypto, what it does, it brings scalability to ETH, Ethereum. So it is geared towards improving both security and decentralization of Ethereum-based apps. Very much of present interest, and Ethereum has got a massive ecosystem, so this SKL can be really important, and we can see a strong potential in the future. Let's have a look from a chart perspective, and let's be honest, the chart is what attracted our eyes initially to this crypto, and because the chart is very neat. And you will see that we've been swapping twice between resistance and support level, and also that between each explosion, you see one here, you see another one here, you see another one there. Between each explosion, the time frame is getting shorter and shorter. So now we are here. Let's see when we could make a move up. But we can see that the previous ATH is around about 1.3. So how long will it take us to reach that 1.3? I am not sure. I do not control the market, obviously, but it is reasonable to believe that we will come back and hit it quite soon in the coming days or weeks. And will we bounce back on that resistance? Maybe. Or if we break through, then there is no more resistance, and who knows where we can end up. But I'm very positive for this one and very bullish. Let's now have a look at the second one. Second icon I'd like to discuss today is Max on Row with a name code MXW. This one, you probably never heard of it, and a good reason for that is that it is currently in the top 3,000. So it is most likely a very small crypto, and we do not have any indication of its current market cap. So very small crypto, very big risk. So guys, please be careful and do your own research. I am just talking about this one because the chart that we were gonna see in a moment looks very interesting, and I do know a bit less about the project in itself. So the only thing I can tell you is it's been launched in January, so very recently. And Max on Row is committed to building a safe and efficient digital world. How do they do that? Basically, they want to focus on increasing the security and efficiency in digital processes such as DMS, Document Management System, FT, fungible tokens, but also NFT, non-fungible tokens, which is very popular in India at the moment, and also wallet solutions. So quite an interesting product. And let's see from a chart perspective what we can notice here. So you will see here, this is our consolidation period. We tried 3 times to break a new ATH, sorry, so one here, twice, 3 times. And along with those massive green candlestick, if we have a look, let's just measure the performance here. For instance, if I just take this one, it's a performance of 50% within one single day. So that's pretty crazy. That means that the buyers are in control. Technically, that people are holding. So whoever invested in this is holding, they're not selling, and it is very healthy, which gives us those massive green candlesticks. So now, if we look at the chart, we are now at 0.036 of a cent, and we can reasonably expect to go back to the previous ATH at 0.046, and most likely then in the coming weeks or months go up to 0.1, which will double the performance, and I believe this could happen very shortly. To introduce today, last but not least, if I may say, is POL, Proof of Liquidity, also an exotic one, ranked 2685th. No indication about the market cap. It's been launched in August 2020 and has been, as you can see, performing mostly in February and in March. So what can I tell you about POL? So it is an exchange that provides liquidity for staked cryptocurrencies. What does it mean to stake cryptocurrency? So we refer it as stacking, and stacking is the act of locking cryptocurrency in exchange of rewards. I give you a simple example. If you stake your Ethereum on a specific platform, you may receive in exchange a reward. Most likely the reward is going to be an interest rate. So let's say if you stake your Ethereum on that specific platform, maybe you will get 10% of interest rates on those specific staked Ethereums. That's just an example. Some platforms have different way of proceeding, but I don't want to dig too much in the staking concept today. We will most likely do a video specifically about it in the future. Now what I want to show you is the graphic, because the chart is really neat, and we can see that we swapped 3 times between resistance and support level. So we see here we've been hitting once, then almost twice, and then 3 times we break through, we come back to hit the support level, and then we hit it once, almost a second time, and then we break through. Then we have that consolidation period here before we hit that that massive green candlestick. Let's have a look and see how much it did in one day, but it's absolutely crazy. Yeah, 200%. So 200% in one day. That is pretty good. You'll confess that you don't do that with many other investments. And since then, we've been hitting that support level. And I wanted to say that we just came back yesterday at the previous resistance level, but look, since then today it's been taking it's been doing 20% since I basically wanted to chat about that video. But anyway, this is still a very interesting project that in the short to medium term will most likely go back to the previous ATH at around 0.2526, and once we pass it, I think there is no limit. The sky is the limit. But a very good coin with a huge potential. Don't be afraid by those recent candlesticks. As you can see, it does that and then corrects slightly after. So maybe this is it. Maybe we'll have a huge raise here. Maybe we're gonna correct for a couple of days before exploding again. Once again, I am not the market. I cannot control anything. But this one, from a chart perspective, the project seems very interesting, but still a bit blurry at this point. But from a chart, this is really interesting, and this is definitely a position I'm gonna hold, and will be excited to see in the next few weeks. So once again, thank you for watching. If you like that video, please help us by clicking the like button under this video. And if you want to be informed about the new altcoins that we detected at Altcoin Scanner and invest in them before it's too late, please hit the subscription button and the little bell so that you will be aware as soon as we post a video. Thank you for watching. That's it for today, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye, guys.